am making my Gochujang Meatloaf sandwiches. They are juicy and flavorful and everything you want in a sandwich. To start, I'll soften my aromatics in a skillet. I've got one heating over medium heat, drizzle of neutral oil. And I'll add an onion, a pinch of kosher salt. My onions are soft. I'll add in some sliced scallions and then some garlic and ginger for that zinginess. I'll cook this for another minute until I can start smelling everything really well. All right, I'm smelling that garlic and ginger. I'll remove it from the heat and then drizzle in a tablespoon of toasted sesame oil. Just rounds everything out. And then set this aside to cool while I mix up my remaining ingredients. I've got my meat in this bowl, 1.5 pounds of ground beef and a pound of ground pork. I'll beat a couple of eggs, which will help bind it together. 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 1/4 cup of milk, and then ketchup. This is what makes a meatloaf a meatloaf. And now 3 tablespoons of gochujang, which is a staple in Korean cooking. 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, and then my aromatics, which have cooled slightly by now, so I won't burn my hands when I get in here. This is 1 tasty bowl of meat. I've got my loaf pan here that is lined on the bottom and sides with parchment paper. I'm all set up. This is really the most efficient way to mix up your meatloaf. I'm doing my best not to overmix this and overwork it. Okay, transfer it to the loaf pan. It'll make enough for a good 2.5 meals. This will go in the oven now at 350 degrees for 45 minutes, and then it'll be ready for its glaze. A meatloaf without a glaze is just wrong in the world. 3 tablespoons of ketchup, make it shiny and sweet. A tablespoon of gochujang, a tablespoon of brown sugar, which will caramelize on top and give you that sticky top of a meatloaf that is signature. And then a couple of tablespoons of soy sauce. I'll whisk it up and then get the meatloaf out. Oh, I really want to eat it, but it's not cooked yet. It still needs its glaze. I'll brush this on lavishly. So in the oven, the sugar will caramelize and this will get shiny and a little sticky. Just add way more flavor. And then last touch, a sprinkle of sesame seeds. Back into the oven it goes for another 45 minutes. So long, but so worth it, until the internal temperature is 160 degrees. And in that time, I'll make a quick pickle for my sandwiches. Oh, yum. It's just cucumbers, rice vinegar, sugar and salt, more gochujang, sesame seeds and oil. Then whisk, 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 bam, quick pickle. To build, I'll spread on some gochujang. A little bit goes a long way, so I'll do a thin layer on each slice. On one slice, I'll squiggle some ketchup. I like an extra saucy meatloaf sandwich. And then some Japanese mayo on the other slice. And by some, I mean a lot. I'll slice into this bad boy. Don't hold back with the thickness. Just go for it. And then pile on some of my pickles. Sandwich on the hat. Give it a smash so that everything can come together. Dun, da, da, da. Ah, look at those layers. I feel like there's a really great ratio of meat to bread to pickles.